everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to another instalment of Game Day, and we're arrived at Hull as Town take on the Tigers in the Championship. They're 2 wins away from the Premier League. No pressure Town, it's in our own hands. It's exciting stuff. I can't believe where we are at the moment. Of course Town are in this position because Leeds lost last night. Hull City of course still with a chance in the playoffs, a big game for them, but a bigger game for Town. It should be an interesting one, it should be a very tough game. Let's get right into it. Normal stick, media strand, the force of the Carry Army, team news. Let's get right into it.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, now in the media suite, and guess what we've got? Boom, look at that in all its glory. Didn't muck about here at Hull. Katsu chicken obviously, chips, bit of rice. Gonna get that down me. I have just had pasta a few hours ago, but I'm gonna smash that down me to get ready for this 9 minutes of football. Yeah, team news as well is very interesting to see. We're gonna be joined by a special guest to get that thoughts on that team news. So let's get right into it.
Well, I said I'm gonna be joined by a special guest. I'm now joined by 2 special guests. Look at these big dogs. Stu,
2 for the price
AJ.
of 1.
Yeah, take that. Boys, I had to be joined by both of you because team news is very interesting indeed. George Hurst, Wes Burns, both start. Happy days. Thoughts on that, boys? And look at that cameo there. Actually, love that. Yeah. Oh, those are the days. But yeah, who wants to start? Because that is some interesting team news. AJ.
Should we take one each?
Yeah.
I'll be cruel and take the first one. The shock that really no one expected. George Hurst come back in, having last been seen on the pitch at Portman Road on Boxing Day against Leicester City, where he injured his hamstring. We knew it was going to be until the end of the season. There was kind of hopes he could maybe be back around this time. It has come in the last week of the season, but for him to not even come in on the bench, to come straight back into the starting lineup, I think is a real surprise with Kiefer Moore dropping out. Let's see what he can get through tonight, but a big boost for sure.
I think some people predicted a first goal scorer of Kiefer Moore, and well, George Hurt, yeah, this man right here. Good news, Stu, and also Wes Burns makes a return and starts.
Yeah, he's been out since the 6-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday mid-March when he limped off. That was hamstring as well. So out of the 2 of them, we thought he had more chance of being involved today, but I think most people would have predicted sort of cameo off the bench probably for both of them. Maybe no involvement for Hurst at all today. So for both of them to go straight into the team is a shock. But then when you step back and look at it, Hull are an attack-minded team. The results earlier mean they're still in with a shot at the top 6. They play 4-4-2. The wide men get forward. Hurst, Burns, stylistically on the counter-attack, they're powerful runners, and maybe it's just a calculated risk for Kieran McKenna. If this was maybe a few weeks ago, maybe he wouldn't have risked it, but the games are running out and they don't want to die with any regrets here, so we'll see if it pays off.
We do indeed. Well, let's bring it on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to eat the rest of my katsu chicken, which is very nice indeed. Boys, did you have your food? Was it nice?
Very good.
Very good. You rate it out of 10?
This has to be near enough to a 10. It's really good.
I like that. Well, get yourselves ready in your position, boys. Do your typey types. I want to get my snappy snaps. Let's bring it on. If Town can win, they're 1 win away to the Premier League. Bring it on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how we haven't won that. Ipswich Town 3, Hull City 3. Wazza, my friends, I remember seeing you celebrating all the goals, and I thought, they've done it, boys, and then they go and score a late equaliser. But yeah, thoughts on that as a whole, mate? A great football match for a neutral.
If I wasn't emotionally invested in it, that would be probably one of the best football matches I've ever seen. Sadly, I am emotionally invested in it, and I'm absolutely gutted that we've not won that. That said, I would have made that our hardest game on paper of this run of 3. We knew Hull, it was do or die for them tonight, and they had to throw everything at it, and duly they did. It's just gutting to have gone ahead and 3 times and let it slip. But look, the maths is simple. 4 from 2.
Yeah.
Draw on Tuesday, win at home. It goes into our own hands at the last day of the season. We'd have all taken that at the start of the season, wouldn't we? But it's the draws that kill you in the league, isn't it? And is that 3 on the spin?
Something like that. Well, yeah, we haven't won in 4 games, something like that.
No.
I'm not being negative with that comment, I'm just saying.
We've got to keep believing. We'll go to Cov. We'll be backed by another brilliant away end, because that away end tonight was absolutely unreal, to be fair. Get that same atmosphere going Tuesday night, get over the line.
Barnsley 2.0.
Oh.
Could be. That was a Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was.
Under the lights.
Yeah, it was.
Scenes.
Oh.
Look, hopefully we'll learn from that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, the boys, they worked hard.
They
didn't
worked
went
really
to the final
hard.
moments. We could have scored at the
Really
end.
hard.
Don't know how we didn't score.
well, it's Jeremy Sarmiento injury time.
I know.
It's his time to shine, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Bottled it. No, look, go again Tuesday. Let's get a point on Tuesday, minimum. Let's keep it into our hands in the last day. Keep believing. We're still in this, still in our bloody hands. Let's just keep it going. Keep it in our bloody hands.
on, boy.
Just like if
Look right there. Like a baby. You know, hold it gently. Cradle it. And yeah.
No, keep believing. Keep believing. Get behind the boys. 2 to go. 4 points separates us and the Premier League, and that's if Leeds win.
Yeah.
We can do this. Uptown.
So, K-Dog. I don't know how we didn't win that.
No.
3-3.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Do you know what? Before the game, you think a point's probably a good point
Yeah,
here.
away from home. Take that.
But I feel like it always feels like points drop when you've led 3 times.
Yeah. Opportunity.
And yeah, it's not an opportunity miss. Well, it is, but it's not because it's still
In our hands.
It's still in our hands. We'll go and win at Cov in the week, and we'll beat Huddersfield at home. You think on the last day? So it's disappointing. On a personal note, and on a selfish note, the fact that we can't do it at Cov is great because I haven't got a ticket.
So yeah, if you can get a ticket for K-Dog, then happy days.
Yeah,
But,
at KS Newbury.
Yeah.
On Twitter, DM me. Jokes aside, do you know what, Sarmiento was fantastic today? Not Sarmiento.
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Yeah,
My
no goal.
apologies. Oh,
It's
mate,
fine.
it's scrambled.
Yeah.
He had him on toast, didn't he?
Yeah.
All day. 2 identical goals, 2 absolute worldies. Yeah, just how we didn't win that at the end. So how Sarmiento didn't finish that at the end. We just didn't.
I think we were screaming at it, wasn't it? Get the ball in, get the ball in.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
a couple of times where it just didn't fall for us, or the right ball wasn't quite played. We've hit the bar. Their keepers made some absolute cracking saves, but then they missed a couple of sitters as well. Vaz missed a couple of saves. But the disappointing thing, I think, is they're 3 poor goals.
Yeah.
You look back at that and you go, they're 3 poor goals to
Rebounds,
concede.
really, weren't they?
Well, the first one was a hospital pass, and then
Yeah.
Morsey should have done better. But you think they played like that all year. They've got to do better, especially when they're closed down. And then you just give it a player like that, he's not going to miss. Second goal was at the end, wasn't it? So it was just. And then
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great. No, it wasn't great. And then the third goal, for me, I can't really see what happened, but
Yeah, the stewards, by the way, they just got in my way. I was like, come on, what are you doing, boys? What are you
yeah, I
doing?
can't see anything.
So, yeah.
But maybe Vaz has got to do better, hold it, but it just 3. But it came from letting whatever it was. I can't remember the centre midfielder, but he ran 30 odd yards, 40 yards unaided, and then won a throw in which they scored from. Yeah, it was just 3 poor goals. But I said after Borough, bookmark it, we're going to get promoted. 4 points from 2 games. Coventry got nothing to play for. Huddersfield got nothing to play for. They're going to be second to bottom of the league, second to bottom of the league, coming to us at Portman Road. They're not going to win that. They're not going to get anything from that. And we should beat Coventry in the week. So, yeah, as disappointing as it feels, Upper Town, it's in our hands. We're going up.
Hey! The final man joining me is Liam from Crew. Mate, where do you want to start? Because that was a roller coaster of emotions, 6 goals, chances galore. Oh, it was in our hands to win that game. We just couldn't get it over the line, could we?
No, as you say, we had the chances. I think the key moments are in that probably 10 minutes after we got the third, where we looked like we could get a fourth. And if we got a fourth, we're winning the game. We kill it off. And we didn't get it, and it kept them in the game. And look, they kept going. They've got something to play for last day of the season still.
They're a good team.
Yeah, I mean they play. I thought we were a little bit slack at the start of the second half.
Yeah.
We got caught a few times in that first 5 minutes, but look, we played really good football. At the end of the day, we all said after those Watford and Middlesbrough games that the players were running on empty. We didn't have that kind of momentum going forward. Didn't have that final moment to get them games over the line. Whereas today, I mean, 3-3, it could have been anything. It could have been 5-5, it could have been 6-6. There's just so many chances in the game, and obviously right at the end, Jeremy just doesn't sit for him, does it? And he can't.
And Moore's had a chance as well.
Can't nudge it over. But look, Right, the fact that Leeds lost last night has given us this leeway.
Yes.
Otherwise, then it would be.
Mauled by the Tigers.
Then obviously it is obviously then out of our hands. But the fact that they did lose it has given us this game, which we always knew was going to be a tough one. It's given us that opportunity. And I'll be honest, I always thought that if we can take it to Portman Road next week, regardless of what situation Huddersfield are in going into that, whether they're down already or whether they still had something to play for, I still back the team to beat them at Portman Road on the last day. So Coventry on Tuesday, look, we hope we get the win, and against a team who are not got anything to play for anymore, and Coventry are in wretched form.
They're the player sent off in it, Kitchener?
Yeah.
Kitchener. Easy for me to say.
So, I mean, look, even a point on
Yep. Take the point. Well played.
I mean, look, we hope we get the win on Tuesday, but even if we end up drawing that one, I'm still confident, as long as we're ahead of Leeds, and that obviously the goal difference doesn't come into play. If we've got at least a point lead over Leeds going into that game, I'm fully confident in these players that they can get it over the line against Huddersfield on the last day. So look, let's say it as it is. It was a great game of football. Yes. Maybe not for defensive coaches. There was a distinct lack of structure that second half.
They're doing the sorry.
It's lap of honour.
The lap of honour thing. Yeah, I was just, sorry. There's loads of music coming out of the stadium. There's also loads of stewards behind us. Is that for us? I don't know. Yes, anyway.
Well, don't know what we would have anything to kick off about, but anyway. Yeah. But look, it's still in our hands. We just have to go to Coventry, whether it's a win or a draw. We just have to make sure we get something from that game, and I am confident that we'll get the job done against Huddersfield. And the added extra is that although Huddersfield mathematically can still stay up, they need a 15-goal swing on the last day. So
I know we concede a lot of goals at Portman Road, but that won't happen.
It's highly improbable that they are going to have that. So they are basically de facto down. They're not going to give up, obviously, last day. They'll try and take chance into it, and maybe is it Birmingham, maybe, who are the team that they could catch, or whoever above them that they could get a battering and maybe help them out. But it's almost impossible that that's going to happen. So everything to gain. We've played a really good game tonight. Hurst has got 60 minutes.
Said that, yeah. I think did we say it? I don't think we actually mentioned it. Yeah, good to see Hurst back. Good to say, actually, I did team news bit, so we did mention it. But that was a great return for him.
I was really, really impressed with him. Yeah. There were moments there where you could see that he's very rusty, and that normally when he presses, he's pressing with real intensity, whereas today you could see he didn't quite have that in his locker, but you would expect that with the time he's been out. But he scored a brilliant goal. I think as the game went on, his hold-up play got better, and he got players into the game, especially the second half when the gaps opened up. And I thought it was a really good performance. So having him back is great, and we just keep going. Yeah. It's still in our hands, and look, I think most of us would have taken the last day at home to go up. So, and that's what it's going to be now. We can't do it at Coventry. It's just we're going to have to go to the game at Portman Road on Saturday, and hopefully we've got that gap. We get the result at Coventry, and I'm fully confident that we'll get it over the line and we'll go up last day.
Oh, I love that, Liam from Crew. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another game day in the books. Up next, Coventry City. See you all there. Bye for now. Bam.